What other famous like sci-fi books do you think they could do that they haven't done yet?
There's a fantasy one called Gormenghast I would really like to see. There's a guy named China
Melville?
Mayville, and he's written a few pretty fantastic sci-fi fantasies that were really pretty solid, although they would be exceptionally heavily on visuals and like the computer department, I'm sure.
He actually, I want to say, wrote a DC book, like this obscure character called Dial H for Hero. I didn't read it. It's supposed to be like pretty weird, I think.
Well, I've had mixed results. He had like a time period where he did some books I really liked, and since then he's done some that I didn't really care for. So, but there's definitely some solid stuff there.
Do you think like Gormenghast or whatever like has the potential to be like a big sprawling universe like they're trying to do with Dune?
It's more like it's a castle setting with maybe not a huge cast, but some very interesting characters. But I'd say it'd probably make 2 or 3 movies.
Okay, but that's more fantasy than sci-fi.
I would place that more in the fantasy department. I was just trying to think. I'd love to see Stranger in a Strange Land. I think that would make it great.
You know, I'm surprised they've never done that because even though I don't really know what it's about, like I've definitely heard it referenced a lot, and like I know it's popular.
I wonder if there was a shitty version at some point, like shittier than anyone cares to know or talk about. But
I think there was actually a Dune like sci-fi series or something that I never saw. That's probably bad.
Yeah, I watched that. It was pretty bad.
Right, someone was telling me about that, and also like. The thing was, I thought it was a movie because I remember seeing a trailer, which I guess may have been for that series.
Oh, that could be.
And yeah, I thought that had just apparently shit the bed or something.
So you actually saw a part of that series?
Yeah. That sci-fi was really pushing it in like 2000 or something. I don't know what year it was, but it was bad.
I was trying to remember some other sci-fi I've read because I have read some pretty great sci-fi. Blood Music by, I want to say Greg Bear was really good. Grass, Sherry Tepper. That one's kind of like sci-fi / religion, so that's kind of an interesting one.
You know,
I'm confusing that one with a different one, actually. The Sparrow is also very good. Oh, another great one is Ian M. Banks. He has a gigantic universe.
I've never even...
Like, they could do a ton of stuff there.
I don't think I've even heard his name. What's he written?
So there's like a kind of a utopian society in the future called Phlebos, but they're also kind of... I almost want to say American in some ways. They're kind of imperialistic almost, and it's not all, great, but a lot of just stuff going through the universe and different characters, and I don't know. He's got like, it's a lot of books, and I haven't read all of them, and I don't know. It's been a few years. He died of like cancer, I guess. He felt like a lump in his side, and it was like when you go out and got checked, he was way gone, and he died like shortly after.
My boss, like, he likes to read, but he says like he doesn't even really like to start books unless they're a part of like a huge series that he can get into.
Right. The thing is, like the Wheel of Time, the guy died before he finished, or like the George R.R. Martin, where you're like, "Come on, buddy, you can make it."
Yeah, he's getting
you
up
just
there.
Finish before you like
He's
tip
not
over.
even trying to finish, man.
It's stalled. Like it's been. How long has it been? Is that he's been expecting book 6 for a decade? I don't even know how long.
I don't need to drink like a bottle of wine a day or something. Like,
That's how I'm gonna write.
The thing is, that's supposed to keep you alive longer because it thins out your blood and your heart doesn't.
He's a
have
big
to
guy, so his heart needs a little help.
he could
maybe.
use it. Yeah.
Isn't he supposed to actually write 2 more books in that series though? And
He has.
Is he still working on Winds of Winter?
Well, the thing is, I think he's written a lot of it, but he's still like tweaking and like shifting things around. But 2 more books. I think 6 and 7.
You know what would be funny is if he ended it exactly how the TV show. He's like, "Fuck you guys."
He's just like, I give up. Let's just put this thing out.
He could easily just light those on fire. His 2,000 pages that he wrote.
He's like, oh, I like how it ended.
Bran did have the best story.
All right, guys. That was fun.
Did you hear about that spin-off show that they're making? Like, nobody really wants to watch it right now.
I mean, I heard about
Becker.
Oh, Becker spinoff. Boy, what we could do with that.
It's all about the blind black guy
I'd watch it.
and people who are racist toward him. That he thinks they're his friends.
They keep hiding us shit from him. Where'd I leave my phone? I don't know.
There's actually an episode where, like, he meets a blind girl, and, like, they have this whole discussion where at first they don't even realize that the other person's blind. And then, like, they go out on a date and where he realizes that she's blind, and he's like, boy, I don't know if I want to date another blind person, it sounds like a bad life or whatever, right? But then they have this conversation and he's like, man, I'm sorry. At first I thought you were blind and that made me not want to continue our relationship. But he's like, I do want to give it a go. But then, like, during that conversation, like, she finds out he's black, and she's like, oh, I didn't know you were black, and I'm a huge racist. She doesn't actually say that, but basically, yeah, she's racist. And so she leaves him. I'm like, God damn.
That took some twists and turns.
So, in conclusion, watch Becker. Watch Dune, and then follow it up with Becker. It's a good double feature.